That bitch down.
Defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
The first free throw is good. And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Inside, here's Middleton. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. He's got 7. The Nuggets leading by 4. Takes it inside. And the shot goes in.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
The 3. Back to Nurkic. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Denver ball. Substitution for your team.
I don't know what that is. The dodge is pretty nice though. I didn't lift it up or anything. I think I put the all terrains on it.
Driving inside. And it's Davis finishing it off.
So smooth, so fluid, effortless, yet powerful. When Davis gets positioning like that, he's trying to dunk it.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Sekou Doumbouya. Saban Lee.
Nuggets on D. Here's Doumbouya.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And George, here we go. Back to Davis. Goes back up.
Anthony Davis.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Lee. Excellent D there from George.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Back to Butler. Up and in on the way.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And George, here we go.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Here's Davis. Count it.
Anthony Davis.
Davis has got 14 points.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now here is Harris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Butler. 2 on the clock. And the baseline jumper, no good. To the inside. And finished off by Davis.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now, here's Doumbouya. Harris outside. And Davis sends it back.
Not only does Davis have great skill, but he is tremendously agile. He can get shots from just about anywhere on the court.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Paul George.
First one falls for him.
For 2.
And George drops them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Harris a screen. On the wing, Harris. And the call will be against Harris. So that's his first foul.
Great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And here's George for three. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, you know what? They say you would always rather have a player that you need to turn down than to turn on. So being aggressive versus passive, I want the aggressive guy all the time, even if it means a few fouls.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Fans, your 916 crew.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nuggets.
Early on, guys, excellent work on the boards here. I mean, you got to like those second chance points they're getting.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Hangs in the air.
That's such
Primo with the
bullshit.
bucket.
What the fuck?
Primo's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets. And every year we see, Greg, some incredible comebacks. What distinguishes, in your mind, those with the resilience to battle back?
I think it starts with a belief and desire. And the great ones truly hate to lose.
5 to shoot. Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Shot clock at 3. Young.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Primo with the bucket. Primo's got 5 now.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. On the wing, Williams. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
To the paint. Here's Williams.
Nurkic with great size at just about 7 feet.
The Kings trail by 14. Young fires away from outside. Barnes grabs the miss.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
That's amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
And you look at Harrison Barnes shooting, it's clear he's all about efficiency.
He wants to make the most out of every touch, and he's doing just that by shooting consistently. He's clearly put in the work to dial in his shot and limit wasted opportunities.
And he comes up with the deuce.
At his best when attacking the rim. Young not settling for a jumper, putting the onus on the D.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the back.
I don't know. I did the 7-3.
Nice move. It's Williams laying it in. Williams has got his first bucket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense.
When you lift it, yeah, dude.
What a look. Young providing the dime. A really unselfish.
I left it normal with just regular all-terrains.
To the middle. Williams gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Denver, they have been all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Williams drops them both. And it's Harris with the ball for the Kings. Trailing by 17. And Lee with the stuff.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Inside. And stolen by Portis. Davis with it. Butler covering. And Butler sends it back. Puts it up. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Oh, how about the up fake there, Kev? Worked like a charm and gave him a clear lane to the basket.
GA, that is one of the prettiest moves out there if you can pull it off, and he did.
Yeah, he did. It was beautiful. You've got to sell that up fake, and he did.
Unwilling to let up
Yeah.
for a moment. That's his killer instinct.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. There's blue, camo,
The
like
fact he doesn't play the score, he just
green.
keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
That's whatever. I took the 7-3.
All right, look who's coming out onto the court. Come on, get loud for your 916 crew.
.146 left in the first half. Here's Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Out to the right wing. To the paint. The kick outside to Butler. Just 4 to shoot. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Jumboya can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
To the left wing. Here's Dumboya. And the jam by Dumboya.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
That's his first.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Gets it off. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Denver Nuggets controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Kings trail by 20. And here's Young. 10 points for him. Pass to Middleton. Here's Richardson. Here's Harris. And Davis sends it back. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Into the lineup for your Kings, Robert Covington.
The Nuggets leading by 20. Nobody near George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got the first basket of the second half here for Denver. Young fires away from outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Covington down low. It's deflected. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. George with the ball. Here's Davis. And he banks in the lane. Davis has got 24 points.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Guys, it is not that complicated. When a shot goes up, hit and go get. That means hit your man and then go get the ball. Boy, you talk about 3-and-D, guys. Middleton is the epitome of that player. Great range, mid-range game, can defend multiple positions. He does all of that at an elite level.
Outside for George. The second effort. Here's Davis. No good on that one. Great D that time from Nurkic. Sacramento moving it around. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Again, the miss by the Kings. You know, Clark, many view Middleton as the prototypical perimeter player.
I would not disagree at all. I mean, he does everything and does it all well.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Here's Davis. And Covington sends it back.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
Paul George.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
Into the lineup for your Kings, Saban Lee.
Left side, Davis from the baseline. And the shot is long.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Takes it down to Middleton. And the three ball is good. Middleton's got 13 points.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Here's Davis. The shot, no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Outside Covington. 6 to shoot. Here's Lee. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. 6 points for him.
Good job there, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Here's George. And George with the stuff.
George, a devastating finisher with momentum behind him. He doesn't let anything get in his way on the drive. He's right to the rack.
Kicks it out to Covington. Pass to Middleton. Lee outside. The offensive rebound. Kicks it down to Middleton. Richardson outside. A three-pointer, no good. And Davis, here we go. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Robert Covington picks one up.
Shooting for Denver.
That is textbook
Davis.
when you're talking a pump fake. Well executed that time by Davis. So good at knowing how to use that shot fake effectively.
And the first one at the line is good. So both teams changing it up here.
It says TOX.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Yeah, you know, it's been exciting to watch Davis develop as an NBA player. I mean, he's put a lot of hard work in and has turned into a dominant MVP caliber player. And some teams still struggle to find ways to deal with it.
Williams with the ball. Butler covering. Primo with the bucket.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to Butler. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Primo. And Butler sends it back. Left side Harris. And here is Moody. Here he goes. Down low. Dumboya. And the jam by Dumboya.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage. And you can just see the defender just way too slow, and he got burnt there for the layup. That's where speed can kill.
To the wing on the left. .41 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Butler. Pass to Dumboya. And Davis sends it back.
Sacramento foul.
And Sekou Dumboya is going to pick up a foul.
That's his first
foul.
Second team foul. Into the lineup.
And it's Barnes with the ball for the Nuggets. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Third team.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Williams.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Harris outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Tobias Harris.
Yeah, you know, you can't get overly physical with Harris because once you do, he turns it against you and uses it for his good.
And Harris drops them both. Denver calls timeout.
Fans, your 916 crew.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Nuggets ahead, just dominating this one. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Williams. Drives to the hoop. Doumbouya pulls it in. Young with the ball. Williams picks him up. From deep. And Trey Young gets the 3. Young's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Sacramento. It's Williams with the drive. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Young outside. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. Pass to Harkless. Rebound by the Nuggets. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. It's Williams with the drive. He takes it in. They get the rebound. Here's Primo. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Denver.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Williams with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. There's a screen by Williams. Primo. A 3-pointer off the mark. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And Clark, the NBA is supporting those players who use their platform for change. In 2021, the NBA created the new Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Award.
Yeah, that sends a really powerful message because those who have followed the career of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was my idol as I was growing up, know that he not only performed at the highest level between the lines, but he has always been a voice and an activist for social justice, for education, for doing what's right and decent. His career outside of basketball clearly embodies what being about human rights is all about. So that's a really powerful message, and one that I'm glad to see the NBA put forth.
Into the lineup for the Nuggets.
Here's Young. From deep 3-point range. That one misses. And here's George for three. And Moody pulls it down. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
To the left side wing. Doumbouya gets a wide open look. And the three off target. In the corner, George with it. George double team.
King's foul.
And Sekou Doumbouya is going to pick up a foul.
That's his second personal
That'll be his
foul.
second foul of the game.
First team foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there. And I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Anthony Davis.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Creating separation using the bounce. That's a skill that AD's developed over the years.
Steps back. Back to Nurkic. Pass to Harkless. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Doumbouya in the corner. Misses the wing three. And it's Davis with the ball for the Denver Nuggets.
Sekou Doumbouya.
They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
Here's Primo. And another miss by Denver.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Good ball movement here by the Kings. Takes a step back. The kick out to Young. On deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Denver ball.
We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Outside Butler. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out a game. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
That's his first.
Boy, George can really change pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Denver.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
You know, I really applaud Paul George's mental fortitude. I saw him come into the league as a rookie with the Pacers in 2010, and his growth has been remarkable. He's always been able to look past his setbacks and jabs from the critics to continue to stay focused on being the best player he can be, and he's one of the very best in the league.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nuggets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Davis.
Well, he was swatting shots all game long, really owned the defensive end and got a ton of blocks and really protected that rim.
Here's Davis. That shot is off. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Paul George with the steal. Pass to Davis. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Over Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
14 foul.
I tell you what, fellas, we are watching a mobile big man.